What's up, y'all? So I'm having a very lazy day. I don't know. I felt like the last 2 nights I didn't get a lot of sleep. Last night I came home. Let's rewind. I really didn't record anything yesterday. I didn't feel like it. I don't know, probably just having 2 nights. Didn't have a lot of energy yesterday. But I met up with my boy Miguel Rojas and David Hardy. We rolled together to the Improv for the Tuesday night mic, and that was pretty dope. I got called. I was like the 4th or 5th comic to get pulled out of the bucket. Went over pretty well. Like I did some little people jokes and stuff like that, but like my set I think went pretty good. Wasn't the funniest, and I always go in there like I want to be the funniest, but I know I'm not. And every time I go in there, it's just a humbling experience of like, wow, there's so many good comics in this town, and I love hearing them. And I have a lot of work to do. That's the reality of it. So right now, I'm just laying here in my bed. Today, though, I gotta get this Lego stuff going. I have the table in the middle of my garage. I'm gonna feed my dogs, eat a little something, and I'm gonna head down to my garage and work for a few hours, then go get the kids. Gotta get them fed. Plan is to go to the Laugh Factory this evening, the Laugh Factory Long Beach. My guy Stoner Rob is performing down there, and he had some free tickets, so I hit him up. So I might be meeting Miguel because he works down there in Long Beach. Show's supposed to be around 8 o'clock tonight, but go to that with my intention of hitting up Stoner Rob, seeing how he's doing, and see if I can network with the producers of that show. So I've had a friend recommend me to the producer of that show, and I hit him up on social media, and he never responded, which, again, producers, if you're producing comedy shows, you're getting comedians hitting you up all the time, saying, hey, how do I get on the show? You know. So I have no, problem with him not responding to me, because I get it. I understand. They call this an attempt to go down there and get on the show. It's him and Paul Rodriguez. Excuse me. It's Paul Rodriguez's show. They do, I think, every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. It's called the Spanglish Show. Or maybe they do it once a month. I don't know. I'll find out. Eyes all watery, tired. But anyways, I got to get out of bed and get my day moving. Oh, man, I feel like such a piece of crap because I got up early this morning, got my kids off to school, came home, and was, out of it. Really weird. I know, when you're on this carnivore diet and going into ketosis, which I know my body's in ketosis already, your body starts eating at the fat cells. And they say, one of the problems with that is there's a lot of fat cells are in your body for a long time, and they store a lot of toxins and stuff like that. So when your body starts burning through that, it goes through those cells, and you might hit a pocket of just bad, gross, toxic cells, so maybe that's what I'm feeling. Just maybe I hit a pocket of gross, fat ass cells. That's it. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, stuff to do. Let's get going, guys. Let me get the hell out of bed. Ugh.
Okay, I just want to point this out. I guess I missed this video clip, but a couple of days ago, I had to sign some 8x10 shots to send to Rick Martinez because they were going to put it on the wall at this comedy club. Anyways, here's the clip.
All right, so I just got out of Staples. Took me a second to figure out like the formatting and shit. I guess my files were too big or whatever, but finally printed 2 photos. I went with 2 and signed both because I don't know, like, at the end of I've never done this before, you know. What an honor. Thank you to Rick and Polly's, like, but like first time. So I didn't really know what to do. They asked me for 8x10 photos and sign it so they could put it on their wall. I guess they're really trying to convert it into a comedy spot down in Orange County. So I did. Here, I'll show you guys what I did. Here, I'll widen it a little bit. These are the 2 photos I went with. I like this one because it's goofy as shit, right? And then I was able to write on my hands. I didn't bomb, thanks to Rick and Polly's. Sign my name. Little side note, maybe a little dyslexia, but my name is spelled C-H-R-I-S. Don't tell anyone, but I put C-H-I-R-S and then kind of scribbled over it. I made my last name look all sloppy to make it look like it's a stupid signature, but my dumbass misspelled my name. Oh, I'm such an idiot. All right, whatever. And then the second one, I was like, all right, well, I messed up on the first one, but I'll send it to him anyways. And then this one, I just put Polly's Rocks, which is the name of the spot. Thanks, Rick. And then this one, I made sure I spelled my name correctly. It's so stupid. Okay, off to the next task. What's up, y'all? So today was a bum day. It was a bum day. Pretty much a bum day. So I really did not want to do shit today. I didn't even want to record. As you can see, I was like recording from my bed. I, for some reason, could not for the life of me get out of bed. I felt groggy all day. I don't know. I know they said like when you're in ketosis, your body starts burning fat and your body starts burning fat cells, which has toxins because it's been there for a long time. It stores toxins and stuff. And you have these days where you'll feel a little nauseous or you'll feel really tired and stuff like that. Well, today was one of those days. I've been very wired, awake, a lot of mental clarity. Today was not one of those days at all. I woke up this morning thinking I was going to get up and do my Lego set. Got up thinking I was going to do some editing, some video stuff, and I didn't do shit all day. And for a while, I mean, there was probably like an hour earlier today where I just felt like a piece of shit. Like, you know, like you think about it, like if I asked Kevin Hart, like, you know, did you have days off? Did you take days off? Did you relax? You'd be like, hell no. It's a horrible impersonation. I'm not going to try to do. But you'd be like, hell no. I worked all the time. I grind. I had to grind 24 hours a day to become Kevin Hart, to make that money, to get those movies, to get those specials. I don't believe that shit. My hat keeps going up. It's because my hair is getting thick, so it's starting to push my hats up. But I don't believe that shit, dude. Like, there's no way. You have to have a day of rest. I mean, the last month, I've been grinding. I really have been grinding, been working almost every day, just putting in hours, writing, going out to shows, getting booked on shows, going on the road, like doing all kinds of shit. But today, I didn't, here's the thing, like, I didn't do shit all day. I just didn't. My daughter, here's the thing, I picked up my daughter today, and she's like, oh, Daddy, how was your day? What did you do today? And I was like, I had a me day. And she's like, well, what did you do on your me day? And I go, well, I dropped you off at school, went home, went back to bed. Your mother called me, got up and took that phone call, went back to bed, woke up for a little bit, watched a little bit of a TV show on my phone in bed, fell back asleep, woke up, had lunch, took another nap, woke up, picked up your brother from school at 2 o'clock, took another nap for 20, 25 minutes, then got up and went and picked you up from school. And that's about it. That's all I did today. So after having that conversation with her, I got home and I was like, man, I was a piece of shit today. I didn't do shit. Like, wasted a whole day. But again, I was drowsy. I could not, had like no mental alertness at all. I was just tired. My guy Stoner Rob, I'm doing a show with him this Sunday at the Ha Ha. He posted that he was doing a show at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, which I've never been in, and said he had some tickets for his comp list. Like, hey, if you want to comp tickets, like, hit me up. So I hit him up and said, hey, can I get 2? He goes, yeah. And so I did get out of the house. Finally, I got out of the house tonight, and then I came down here to Long Beach, California, which is about an hour drive from my house, and checked out the Laugh Factory. Every time I go to the Laugh Factory, it's the one in Hollywood, but I guess there was one down here in Long Beach. It is massive. I mean, it looks like it holds 500 people. It's absolutely massive. And got to see Stoner Rob, hit him up, and was like, what's up, dude? And met up with my friend Miguel. He works down here in Long Beach, so he was my +1. We hung out here, and I'm glad we did. Checked out all the comics. A lot of them were flat, and I was like, what is going on? Like, ugh. But our guy Robert Zapatas, he's very fucking funny. He got up on stage, he killed it. This guy Vic Vasquez, I think is his last name, he got on stage, he did great. And then Stoner Rob got up there and killed it. Everyone else was Paul Rodriguez got up, he closed out the night, and he did well. But I mean, that's to be expected. The dude's been doing this for 40 years. But then I'm glad we came down, and then, right at the end, Paul Rodriguez was like, hey, we love our Spanglish show here. Like, make sure you come support our show. I have this show so I can support Latinos in the comedy world. And, Jamie Masada, the owner of the Laugh Factory, loves immigrants, and this is a great opportunity. Just, preaching all this stuff. So Miguel, my guy Miguel Rojas, he was like, hey, should I talk to him? I go, yeah, fucking talk to him, dude. And he so we hung out. As he was walking out, he's taking photos with people and doing all this stuff. And then he's like, should I talk to him? Should I talk to him? I go, yes, talk to him. And he went up there and he's like, hey, you did great, Paul. He goes, hey, I'm a comic, dude. Like, I won set of the night at the Hollywood Laugh Factory 7 times in a row. Like, and they just won't put me up on the Fresh Faces. They won't book me. And then Paul Rodriguez is like, come back next Wednesday. I'll put you on stage next Wednesday. So fuck yeah, dude. Huge win for Miguel. He spoke up, and Paul Rodriguez is like, we'll put you up. So now Miguel has to come here next week, and he's got to kill it. So I told Miguel, I looked at my calendar. I don't have anything on my calendar for next Wednesday. So I'm like, hell yeah, dude. We'll roll through, see if we can get some people to come out and hang out with us, and we'll come support, And so he's like, hell yeah, that's what's up. So get over here next week and check Miguel out. But I didn't do shit today. I just really didn't. So I feel a little unproductive, but at least I got out to the comedy club. And even that, like an hour before I was going to head out to come here, I was like, I don't know, I'm tired. Like, do I really want to drive an hour down there? And I was like, no, I didn't do shit today. So yes, I'm getting out of the house. Miguel already said he was going to meet me here. Let me just get out of the house and go. And I'm glad I did. I got to see another comic, this girl Gabby that I know. She's very funny. Sorry, Gabby, I don't remember your last name. It's not like we hang out all the time and stuff, but she's a very funny comedian, Gabrielle. I was gonna say, is it Vasquez? It might be Vasquez. I have to look it up. Anyway, she wasn't performing, but I did get to see her and say hi to her. And yeah. Anyways, not the most productive day, but again, like Kevin Hart, did you have those days? Dave Chappelle, I know Dave Chappelle had those days. He was talking about when they wrote Half Baked. Hey, did you finish writing it? He was like, shit, I didn't start it. Like, he had some lazy fucking days. So part of this journey, this grind is like not getting down on yourself and shooting yourself in the foot because you had a down day. Sometimes you just need that R&R. You need to take a mental break, check out for a few hours, or check out for a day, maybe check out for 2 days, reset, and come back even stronger. So, and I am talking to my buddy Robert about doing a podcast together, because I've been talking all this game about doing another podcast, because if you guys know, my buddy Eric Stenson from Vegas and myself, we were doing our podcast, and that was going great, but then our schedules just got off, and we couldn't find the time to do our podcast together, and it was difficult because he was in Vegas and I'm in LA. And so, and then we would go months and months and months without shooting anything. And then finally, like, because I had to pay for hosting to host the podcast, and I had this monthly bill and we weren't shooting anything. So I told him, I was like, dude, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm done paying $15 a month to host a podcast that you and I obviously aren't serious about, because I can't make our schedules work out together. But then I said last year, I'm going to do another podcast. I'm going to do a solo podcast so I can have a way to vent and talk about shit. And I was like, I'm just going to do it myself, because then I don't have to rely on anyone. But I like the chemistry. I like conversation. I like chemistry with other people. And I was like, who am I going to do it with? Am I going to do it with Miguel? I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to do it with my buddy David? I don't know. Am I going to do it with my, this guy? Do I want to do it with this guy? Do I want to do it with this lady? Do I want, this female comic? Do I even want it to be a comic? And I was like, maybe I don't want it to be a comic. It doesn't have to be just a comedy podcast. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I hit up my buddy Robert and I was, dude, like, he has a creative mind, but he doesn't have a creative job. Like, he doesn't work in the arts. He works in the legal field. So I'm like, maybe that could be interesting. Someone who's in the arts, someone who's not. What are they going to talk about? What are they going to do? So I did present it to him earlier. And I'm about to get on the phone and call his ass and see if he's remotely interested at all. I don't know. But that's one of my goals for this year, was to get a podcast started by it's a midterm goal for the year. So by the end of June, I have a podcast up and running. The only way that's going to happen is if I'm having those conversations now. So, yeah. So maybe today isn't so much a fail as it was earlier. Like, I just needed some time to rest. But back to it, I guess. Back to the grind.